Imagine the heartbreak of losing a cherished family heirloom that symbolizes your greatest triumph. Now, picture that heirloom being a bicycle that launched you into the annals of sporting history. That's the shocking reality Egan Bernal is facing after his iconic Tour de France winning bike was stolen, leaving fans and fellow cyclists reeling. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. This isn't just any bike. It's a piece of cycling lore that could fetch a fortune on the black market or end up as a collector's dream. Stick around as we dive into the details of this bizarre incident and explore what it reveals about the world of professional cycling. In the realm of road racing, where every pedal stroke can make or break a legacy, news broke on Wednesday that Bernal's distinctive yellow Pinarello Dogma F12, complete with the number 2 frame plate, had vanished. For those new to cycling, think of the Tour de France as the sport's most prestigious event, akin to the Super Bowl for football enthusiasts. It's a grueling 3-week race through France that tests riders' endurance, strategy, and sheer willpower. Bernal, the Colombian superstar known affectionately as Bernalito, shared the distressing news in a brief video clip, saying, "Guys, I have something to tell you. Imagine that my bike has disappeared. We are looking at the cameras. We are checking what happened. I hope that all of this can be solved quickly." No further specifics were provided in the social media post shared by Colombian journalist Diego Rueda, but it's believed the 28-year-old stored his collection of bicycles at his home in Zipaquirá, Colombia, a place where he keeps these prized possessions on display, much like how a museum might showcase historical artifacts. And this is the part most people miss. Why is this particular bike so irreplaceable? It's not merely a mode of transportation. It's a tangible link to a groundbreaking moment in cycling history. Back in 2019, at just 22 years old, Bernal became the first and only Colombian rider to claim victory at the Tour de France, edging out his Ineos teammate Geraint Thomas and Dutch competitor Steven Kruijswijk on the podium. For context, Colombian cyclists, often nicknamed escarabajos for beetles for their tough mountainous terrain origins, had long dreamed of such a feat, with legends like Rigoberto Urán and Nairo Quintana coming agonizingly close, but never quite sealing the deal. This yellow Dogma F12 was the very machine Bernal rode during the triumphant ceremonial lap down the Champs-Élysées. Its vibrant color symbolizing not just a personal win, but a cultural milestone for Colombian cycling. To put it in perspective, if you've ever watched a sports documentary about underdog stories, this bike is like the hockey stick that won the Olympics, priceless in sentiment and value. But here's where it gets controversial. In a sport where bikes are essentially high-tech weapons costing thousands of dollars, theft like this raises big questions about security and ethics in cycling. Is it fair that a rider's personal memorabilia can be so vulnerable, potentially fueling underground markets for stolen gear? Some might argue that displaying such treasures at home is reckless, inviting opportunists, while others see it as a proud display of achievement. What do you think? Should athletes like Bernal invest in better security for their equipment? Or is this just part of the risks of fame? Feel free to weigh in below. This theft caps off what has otherwise been a remarkable comeback year for Bernal, who turned 2025 into his strongest since a horrific accident nearly derailed his career. For beginners unfamiliar with his story, Bernal suffered severe injuries, including a laundry list of fractures and internal damage, after crashing into a bus during training in Colombia in 2022, sidelining him for months and forcing a grueling rehabilitation. Yet, This season saw him rebound brilliantly, finishing 7th overall at the Giro d'Italia, a prestigious Italian stage race, much like the Tour but with its own unique challenges, and even snagging a stage victory at the Vuelta a España, Spain's Grand Tour, known for its mountainous routes and hot climates. In an interview with El Tiempo, he reflected, "It was a very good year. It wasn't the season we all had in mind, but you have to put it in context because you have to analyze where we came from. But of course, you always want more." Now, with hopes pinned on a smoother 2026, Bernal is gearing up for his own Gran Fondo, a non-competitive cycling event named after him, where amateurs ride scenic routes to celebrate the sport, similar to charity rides that raise funds while promoting fitness. He's expressed eagerness to build on this momentum, emphasizing that regaining his winning form is key. "It gives me a lot of confidence, but it's more than that. It's about winning again," he shared. And to quiet any rumors, Bernal confirmed he's sticking with his longtime team, Ineos Grenadiers, through 2026, honoring the contract that supported him through his darkest hour. "I have a contract until 2026. Looking for other options isn't something I see as a clear option. What I want is to keep going. Ineos helped me a lot when the accident happened. I respect my contract," he told the outlet. This incident not only highlights the human side of elite athletes, but also sparks debate on broader issues in sports. Is the theft of a bike a minor hiccup in the grand scheme, or does it expose vulnerabilities in how we value and protect sporting memorabilia? Some might even argue that in an era of rising bike thefts worldwide, this could be a wake-up call for better tracking technology, like GPS devices on high-value equipment. Whatever your take, it's a reminder that behind every victory lap, there's a story of perseverance and sometimes unexpected loss. Do you believe Bernal will recover the bike, or is this a case where the symbolism outweighs the physical object? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. We'd love to hear if you agree that theft like this diminishes the sport, or if it's just another chapter in cycling's dramatic narrative.